Hi, I'm James from the Coins Alert channel. This is one of those things that, if you told me this would be the case at any point over pretty much all of the last several years, I would have thought you are out of your freaking mind. I never thought it could happen, even just 6 months ago, just before the election last November. I used to think that sounded like a crazy dream, but it's actually true. Since President Trump is back in office, he's not just keeping his campaign promises about cryptocurrency. I've been trading cryptocurrency for over 380 days and have made a profit every month. In the past 90 days, my fans have made over $29,000 by copying my trades. Do you want to see my confirmed statistics? Click the first link in the biography description to start copying my trades for free today. He's putting in a lot of effort to make the United States the best country for cryptocurrency in the world. This is what he wants to achieve. A little over a week ago, he signed an executive order to create a crypto task force and a crypto advisory group. I read that there are 24 spots. It seems that Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse might be getting one of those jobs. This is a story based on reliable sources. I'll share my reasons as we continue. I really believe this. I'll explain that this is very likely for several reasons. This means Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, can talk straight to the President of the United States. Ripple owns a share of XRP, which could be very helpful for XRP users. Before we continue, I'd like to explain something. I have no background in business. I'm not giving financial advice, so please don't make any buying or selling decisions based on my words. I enjoy making YouTube movies about cryptocurrency for fun and as a hobby. Here's the story from Crypto Basic. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse is a top choice for a cryptocurrency advisory board. My first question is, who chose this picture of Brad with his eyes closed and why? This reminds me of something. I'm Earl. Do you all remember that television show from around 20 years ago? That's amusing. I should rewatch that show. That's a great show. I believe so. Great job. An introduction to Bitcoin. What are you trying to say? I want to be clear. It's likely that this will happen, and it's not just a hopeful idea. This would be beneficial for XRP. Here's some background knowledge. I hope many of you are aware of this, but it's important to know why it seems trustworthy. I'll briefly review a few points. This story is from the 9th of January of this year. Interest in XRP grows after Brad Garlinghouse has a meeting with Trump. This is a now infamous picture of Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, with President Donald Trump. That's Stuart Alderdy on the right, the main lawyer for Ripple. This post is from the 7th of January. I had a great dinner last night with Donald Trump and Stuart Alderdy. It has been seen 8.1 million times. That's crazy. 43,000 likes. That's crazy, everyone. It got some media attention. Then we also have this. Ripple CEO has stated that they have discussed using XRP as the U.S. National Digital Asset Reserve directly with Donald Trump. This also upset some annoying Bitcoin fans because they were asking for special treatment for Bitcoin. They don't want things to be equal. They don't approve of this. They are upset that Trump is now supporting a national digital assets collection. That's a different way of saying it's a strategic Bitcoin hoard. I like that. I want everyone to have a fair opportunity, but it will go further than that. Let me read this first. Here's a bit. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said he discussed adding XRP to a U.S. National Digital Asset Reserve with President Donald Trump. Trump is aware of XRP. He has a lot of knowledge about Ripple's projects. Garlinghouse shared this information during his talk at yesterday's XRP Community Day event on XSpace. Some XRP fans who joined XSpace shared parts of Garlinghouse's comments. This story is from the 29th of January. It's something different. This is correct. These changes have already happened in very recent history, showing that there's something to brew there. Donald Trump likes coins that are made in the USA. Whether you agree with him or not, he does. I've shared my thoughts on that several times. I'm leaving. But that's important now, isn't it? If there's any bias, it won't be towards Bitcoin. It will concentrate on coins made in the United States. CoinMarketCap has changed its website so you can track coins made in the USA using this method. This is new on the page because Trump said it's important. They believe people will want to monitor this, and they expect to receive money in a certain way because of it. XRP is the highest ranked coin on this list. It's the most valuable coin in the market among those created in the USA. This is important, no matter if you agree or disagree. Here's what will happen next. It will bring money here. Here's what will happen next. Brad Garlinghouse may join the advisory board due to a New York Post story. This is a reliable news source, not just something from the internet. It's not the same as that. This is from a famous old news source, the New York Post. And here you go. Everyone in the crypto community wants to join Trump's new advice group. This means that a position on Donald Trump's crypto advisory board is very popular and desired in Washington, D.C. Famous companies and big donors are trying to secure a spot on the board that will help decide how digital currency will be classified and regulated over the next 4 years. Everyone and their mother is asking to be on this council. A crypto source that wants to join the board described this. No one knows who might be cut, and there hasn't been any application submitted. He said he has been asking all his friends to suggest him to important people who might join the board. Let's discuss who could join the board. I'll read some names, starting with Brad Garlinghouse, who is named directly. Why might Donald Trump not back Brad Garlinghouse? Garlinghouse is very focused on coins made in America, and Ripple has a connection to Trump. Ripple is working to maintain the well-being of the XRP community. They've always been the biggest cheerleader for XRP there ever possibly could be. They don't have special power over the record. That's why I think the idea of US-made cryptocurrencies is silly when we look at the world as a whole. They are just coins that are not controlled by any governing authority. If we're following this standard, why wouldn't we want the leaders of this major crypto company in the US to be on this council? It would be odd if this didn't happen. The story continues. Kraken's former general counsel, Marco Santori, Ripple founder Brad Garlinghouse, who met with Trump at Mar-a-Lago last month, and Frank Shapiro, host of the famous crypto show The Scoop, are on the shortlist for the group's 24 seats, sources told New York Times. So everyone, here's what I mean. A person wrote this. This writer has sources, but they haven't shared them, okay? That's how it is. This is more trustworthy than a ridiculous online claim about cryptocurrency. This is a writer who has connections. This is written because those sites contain information. This writer is unbiased. The writer learns that Brad Garlinghouse is under consideration. I want to see it. Sources say that major supporters of Trump's campaign, including CEOs like Jeremy Allaire from Circle, who gave $1 million to the president's inauguration, Brian Armstrong from Coinbase, and Chris Marszalek from Crypto.com, are also potential candidates. Aubrey Strobel, a Bitcoin investor and advisor for Lolly and Trust Machines, mentioned that many people are trying to get a job. Sources say the focus will be on people with genuine experience, not those who only back the new government to avoid being left out. Okay? Well, check that box for Brad Garlinghouse. Strobel says that there is a strong fear of missing out, FOMO, in this business. President Trump created the board with an executive order during his first week in office. There has been new progress in digital assets and blockchain technology, particularly after the crypto community faced challenges during the Biden administration, according to New York Next. The group will help answer key questions that might change history. The main question is whether cryptocurrencies are considered commodities or stocks, and which body should regulate them. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, or the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC. These experts will help create national policies and establish guidelines.